What's up, guys? Welcome to the Whiteboard Breakdown for June 10th. Today, for your equipment, all you will need is a box and a kettlebell. If you don't have a box, that's fine. We can sub kettlebell for one of our exercises, or if you just have a dumbbell, we can use that as well. For our warm-up, we're going to start off with an every minute on the minute times 8 minutes. Okay, so we have 4 different exercises, so we'll go through those for 2 rounds. So each one, we'll spend 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds to rest, and transition to that second exercise. So our first one, we have lunges. So it says jumping lunges here, but our first round, let's just do alternating lunges. Even if we wanted to add a twist here, or maybe even add a reach to get to that hip flexor and quad a little bit more. And on that second round, then get a little bit more dynamic with it and add that jump into it. For our second exercise, we have kettlebell deadlifts. So we're gonna take a light kettlebell, and from here, shoulders roll back, everything's nice and braced at the top. Then we're gonna hinge, and then bend our knees and come all the way down to the ground. Okay, so a full kettlebell deadlift there, moving through it nice and smooth, making sure we're hitting our positions. And then the second round, we can speed that up just a little bit, or even turn that into a kettlebell swing. Third one, we have goblet squat. If you want to do this first one unweighted and just do a regular squat, that's fine. Just like our lunge, just to open up our ankles and hips just a little bit before we add weight. And then second round, we're working that goblet with our kettlebell. Fourth one, we have side lunge. So we're just gonna get a nice wide stance. We'll keep this wide stance and we'll just go left to right, okay? Similar to our squat and lunge. If you wanna hold that stretch for a little longer, or manipulate the toe, or even transition a little low to really get into that groin and open up our hips, by all means do so. And then second round, picking up that tempo just a little bit. So moving on, we have our accessory work. So we've been doing a lot of upper body and lower body accessory throughout our time of quarantine. So here's another core and upper body accessory focus. Just like our warm-up, we have every minute on the minute times 8. This time, we only have 2 different exercises. So first minute is going to be sit-ups for the whole entire minute. So we're just smoothly running through these sit-ups. Doesn't have to be at a crazy pace. And then when that second minute comes around, we have 10 curls and 10 dips. Okay, so our sit-up, remember, we have a butterfly position with our feet. Our arms are going to assist us slightly as our shoulders come even with the hips. And again, we're not trying to fly on these. It's going to be 4 total minutes of work. So just trying to continue to move for the whole entire minute. Right when we get done with that minute, or even maybe 5 seconds until the minute's up, we're going to grab our kettlebell by the horns. From here, shoulders back, squeeze those glutes nice and tight so our back doesn't move. We're just going to go all the way to above the chest and then down to the hips. You have 10. If you have 2 bells, you can do 10 there. Or if you have a really heavy weight, you can do maybe 6, 7, 8 reps and then switch arms and do the same thing on the other arm. If you have a box, this is where we're going to use that for our dips. Or if you have a Matador or a dip station, rock out your regular dips. Legs kick out all the way out in front, chest up nice and tall, elbows lean back, and then lock out at the top. Now, if we have a box, that's pretty easy. You may want to increase that number by maybe 2 to 4 reps. If we don't have a box or anything to do a dip off of, we can use that kettlebell with the ball of the bell facing up, and then go overhead to a tricep extension. Okay, so same focus here of getting into those triceps. All right, now moving on to the Metcon. So our Metcon is going to be in every 4 minutes on the minute times 6 rounds. Okay, so in 4 minutes, you have to get these 3 things done. You should have about a minute to rest after we get through these 3. Then you can keep repeating for 5 more rounds after that first one. Okay, so we have our first one is 10 box jumps. So again, hopefully we have a box or something you can jump onto. Hinge the hips back like you're about to do like a broad jump or a kettlebell swing. Throw those hips forward, land nice and soft at the top of that box. If you aren't comfortable with jumping on the box, we can do step-ups. And you're just gonna do 10 per side unless you have a weight to add to it. Then we can do 5 per leg. Or if you don't have a box, maybe find a bench or a stair, or we can just do step back lunges here as well. Then we have 10 Russian kettlebell swings. So Russian stops right above the chest. If the weight that you have is too light, then we can do American and go all the way over the shoulder. Remember, our starting position is our deadlift. Then we hike the high to the hips and then stand up into our brace position. Okay, once we actually stand, remember the rest is just a hinge and then back to a plank position. Okay, after our kettlebell swings, we have a 400-meter run. If you're doing a bike or row, we're thinking about 2 minutes or less, or maybe 10 to 15 calories on that bike or that row. Okay? All right, guys, have an awesome Wednesday. Hump day.